Good morning, students. Today you will learn about how to find out the solution for numerical problems. Unit 8 Sound. Book Inside Problems, page number 95. What is sound? Sound is a form of energy which produces sensation of hearing in our ears. Some sounds are pleasant to hear and some others are not. All sounds are produced by vibrations of substances. These substances travel as disturbances in a medium and reach our ears as sound. Human ear can hear only a particular range of frequency of sound, that too with a certain range of energy. We are not able to hear sound clearly if it is below certain intensity. Then the five important characteristics of a sound wave are amplitude A, frequency N, time period T, wavelength lambda and velocity or speed V. What is amplitude? The maximum displacement of the particles of the medium from their original undisturbed positions. When a wave passes through a medium is called amplitude of the wave. Amplitude is denoted by A. Its SI unit is meter M. Then second one, frequency. The number of vibrations produced in 1 second is called frequency of the wave. It is denoted by the letter N and the SI unit of frequency is S power minus 1 or Hertz. Human ear can hear sound of frequency from 20 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. We know sound with frequency less than 20 Hertz is called infrasonic, and sound with frequency greater than 20,000 Hertz is called ultrasonic sound. Human beings cannot hear infrasonic and ultrasonic sounds. Next one, time period T. The time required to produce one complete vibration is called time period of a wave. It is denoted by T. The SI unit of time period is second. Frequency and time period are reciprocal to each other. Then wavelength lambda, the minimum distance in which a sound wave repeats itself is called its wavelength. It is denoted by the letter lambda. It is a Greek letter. The SI unit of wavelength is meter m. Then velocity, the distance traveled by the sound wave in 1 second is called velocity of the sound. The SI unit of velocity of sound is ms power minus 1. Then we move to the problem number 1, page 95. A sound wave has a frequency of 2 kilohertz and a wavelength of 15 centimeter. How much time will it take to travel 1.5 kilometer? So first write the given data. Frequency N is given. What is frequency? Frequency means the number of vibrations produced in 1 second. It is denoted by N and SI unit of frequency is S power minus 1 or Hertz. But here frequency N is given in kilohertz. KHZ. We know 2 kilohertz is equal to 2 into 1000 hertz. That means 2000 hertz. So frequency N is equal to 2000 hertz. Then wavelength. Wavelength means the minimum distance in which a sound wave repeats itself is called wavelength. The wavelength is denoted by the symbol lambda. Wavelength lambda is equal to 15 centimeter. We know centimeter always converted into meter means divided by 100. So 15 by 100 is equal to 0.15 meter. Then the next given data, distance D is equal to 1.5 kilometer. It is equal to 1500 meter. We know 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. So 1.5 into 1000 means we get 1500 meter. Then to find time taken to travel 1.5 kilometer. What is the formula? We know the formula for speed of a sound. The speed of a sound is defined as the distance traveled by a sound wave per unit time. That means speed equal to distance by time. Here, the distance traveled by one wave is taken as one wavelength. and the time taken for this propagation is one time period. So speed formula now, speed v equal to one wavelength divided by one time period, that is v equal to lambda by t. So we know n, small n is equal to 1 by t. So v equal to n lambda. Here n is a frequency, lambda is a wavelength, then v is a speed of particular wave. Then second formula, time is t equal to distance by velocity. We know the formula velocity equal to distance by time. So time equal to means distance divided by velocity. So find out the solution for the first question. Speed v equal to n lambda. Substitute the lambda value and n value. Lambda equal to 0.15 meter into 2000 into 1 by s. The SI unit of frequency is 1 by s. V is equal to 300 ms power minus 1. That meaning 0.15 multiple with 2000 means we get 300. So speed V is equal to 300 meter per second. Then second one, time t formula, distance by velocity. So distance 1500 meter divided by velocity 300 meter per second. So both zeros are cancelled. So balance 15 by 3 into meter into meter per second comes to the numerator, means second by meter. So meter and meter cancel. T equal to 15 by 3 second. Finally, we get 15 divided by 3 means 5. So time t is equal to 5 second. So write the result. Speed v equal to 300 ms power minus 1 and time t equal to 5 seconds. So the sound will take 5 seconds to travel a distance of 1500 meter or 1.5 kilometer. Now we move to the problem number 2 on the page number 95. What is the wavelength of a sound wave in air at 20 degrees Celsius with a frequency of 22 megahertz? We know frequency, the number of vibrations in 1 second. So here they given n is equal to 22 megahertz. We already studied the prefix mega means 10 power 6. Okay, so 22 into 10 power 6. This m indicate mega, so it meaning 10 power 6. 22 into 10 power 6 hertz. Then speed of sound, we know 344 meter s power minus 1. What is the question asked? Wavelength of a sound wave in air at 20 degrees Celsius. Write the formula for speed. Speed equal to n lambda. Then wavelength, lambda equal to v by n. So v equal to n lambda. Lambda equal to means v by n. So first write the wavelength data. Lambda equal to v by n. So substitute the v value 344 divided by 22 into 10 power 6. So next step, 344 and 22 cancel with 2 table means 172 by 11. 10 power 6 comes to the numerator means 10 power minus 6. So s and s cancel, balance meter. So wavelength equal to 172 by 11 into 10 power minus 6 meter. So 172 by 11, it is equal to 15.6363 into 10 power minus 6 meter. This 10 power minus 6 is written as micro. Its meaning is micro. So finally we get the wavelength lambda, it is equal to 15.64 micrometer. So write the result. Wavelength of a sound wave in air at 20 degrees Celsius with a frequency of 22 megahertz is equal to 15.64 micrometer. Now we move to the problem number 3, page number 97. A man fires a gun and hears its echo after 5 seconds. The man then moves 310 meter towards the hill and fires his gun again. If he hears the echo after 3 seconds, calculate the speed of sound. Echo means a repeated sound is caused by reflection of sound waves from a particular surface. To hear a distinct echo, the time interval between the original sound and the reflected sound must be at least 0.1 second. Solution, we know the formula distance d equal to velocity v into time t. So d is equal to v into d. It is the general formula. So distance traveled by sound when gun fires first time. When it travel from person, a man to the hill, then hill to the man. So d plus d totally 2d it covered. Okay, so 2d is equal to v into 5. So here 5 indicate time t for the first incidence 5 seconds. After 5 seconds that person hear the echo. Then distance traveled by sound when gun fires second time. Second time means the person moves 310 meter towards the hill. So the total distance subtract with 620. Here 620 means 2 times we subtract the 310 meter. Okay, so distance traveled by sound when gun fires second time, 2d minus 620. It is equal to v into 3. Time t for the second incident is 3. Now 2d minus 620 is equal to v into 3. Minus 620 go to opposite side means plus. So 2d is equal to v into 3 plus 620. Equating the first and third equation, both are indicate the same left side 2d. Okay, so right side also equal, so we get the right side v into 5, that means 5v is equal to v into 3, 3v plus 620. So when we equating equation 1 and 3, we get 5v it is equal to 3v plus 620. So 3v go to opposite side means 5 minus 3 2v. 2v equal to 620, v equal to means 620 divided by 2. So we cancel with 2 table means we get v equal to 310 ms power minus 1. So velocity of sound v is equal to 310 ms power minus 1. Then we move to the book back problems. 6th Roman numerical problems, page number 101. The frequency of a source of sound is 600 Hz. Calculate the number of times it vibrates in a minute. Okay, so first write the given data frequency. What is the frequency here? Frequency is 600 Hz. Frequency means we know the number of vibrations produced in 1 second. The frequency is indicated by n, small n, and the SI unit of frequency is s power minus 1 or hertz. Then to find number of times source of sound vibrates in a minute. So we calculate number of vibrations. Then what is the formula related the frequency, number of vibrations and time? We know the formula frequency equal to number of vibrations per second. Okay, that's the definition for frequency. The number of vibrations produced in a second. So frequency equal to number of vibration per second. So we need number of vibration numerator. So the denominator second go to opposite side means number of vibration is equal to frequency into second. So solution, frequency equal to number of vibration per second. Then number of vibration means it is equal to frequency multiple with the seconds. So here they given 1 minute. So 1 minute contains 60 seconds. So number of vibration in a minute is equal to frequency into 60 seconds. Okay. So 600 into 60. That meaning frequency is given 600 Hertz. Okay. So we substitute here means we get the value number of vibration in a minute. It is equal to frequency into 60. It is equal to 600 Hertz into 60. So 600 into 60 means we get 36,000 Hertz or 36 into 1000 Hertz. That 1000 Hertz is written as kilo. 1000 indicate kilo. So 36,000 hertz or 36 kilohertz. So number of vibration in a minute, it is equal to 36 kilohertz. So the result, number of vibration in a minute is equal to 36 kilohertz or 36,000 hertz. Then second problem, a stone is dropped from the top of a tower 750 meter high into pond of water at the base of the tower. Calculate the number of seconds for the splash to be heard. Okay. So here given g, small g, acceleration due to gravity is equal to 10 ms power minus 2 and speed of sound equal to 340 ms power minus 1. You see, height of the tower is 750 meter. Okay. So height of tower S equal to 750 meter. Then acceleration due to gravity small g equal to 10 ms power minus 2 at this place. Then speed of sound is 340 ms power minus 1. So before we drop the stone, what is the velocity? It contains the initial velocity u equal to 0. So here you write initial velocity of stone u is equal to 0. That reason at rest, before we drop the stone means it is at rest position. Then to find the time taken to reach the bond, the stone. The first question, the time taken to reach the bond, that is T1. It reached the ground at particular time, that is T1. Then second one, time taken by sound to reach top. The splash sound heard from the bottom to top. So that is T2. So first we take the equation of motion. S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is a distance. U is a initial velocity. Initial velocity is 0. C, T is a time. Time taken to reach the bond, T1 plus half at square. A is acceleration, but here acceleration due to gravity, small g. Then second formula, time taken by sound to reach top. So we hear the splash sound at the top of the tower. Okay. Then T2 equal to S by V, time equal to distance by velocity. Then substitute the given data according to the equation of motion. S equal to ut1 plus half at1 squared. So distance, that height of the tower is 750 meter, is equal to initial velocity 0 multiple with t1 plus half a, here acceleration due to gravity, that value is given 10 ms power minus 2. So 10 ms power minus 2 into t1 square. So 0 into anything 0. So 750 meter, it is equal to 0 plus 2 and 10 cancel with 5. So 5 m by s squared into t1 squared. So the next step, 750 meter equal to 5 meter per second squared into t1 squared. So just we interchange the right and left side, means we get 5 meter per second squared into t1 squared is equal to 750 meter. So we need t1 square. What is t1? T1 is a time taken to reach the bond for the particular stone. So T1 squared equal to 750 meter per second squared come to opposite side, means second squared by meter. So T1 squared is equal to 750 meter into 5 comes to opposite side, means 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 s squared by m. So m and m both are cancelled. Then T1 squared equal to 5 and 750 cancel with 5 table, that is 150. So T1 squared equal to 150 s squared. We take the square root on both side, means T1 is equal to root of 150 into second. So s squared and root cancel, so balance s. So root of 150 is equal to 12.25. So finally we get the T1 is equal to 12.25 seconds. that is the time taken to reach the bond for the particular stone T1 from top to bottom is 12.25 seconds. Then second, we hear the splash at the top of the tower. So time taken by sound to reach top T2. We know the formula, velocity equal to distance by time, time equal to distance by velocity. So T2 is equal to S by V. Substitute the S value 750 meter height of the tower. Then V, that is 340 meter per second. Then both 0 are cancelled. Then balance T2 equal to 75 by 34 into M into meter per second comes to the numerator means second per meter. So both meter are cancelled. 75 by 34 is equal to 2.2. So finally we get the time taken by sound to reach top T2 equal to 2.2 seconds. So time for splash to be heard at top means we can add the two values, add the T1 and T2. What is T1? The T1 is time taken to reach the bond from this place to that bond, that is T1. The time duration for it travel from top to bottom is T1. Then again the splash is heard from the bottom to top, that is T2, time taken by sound to reach top. So we can add the T1 and T2 means we get the value 12.5 seconds plus 2.2 seconds. Finally T equal to 14.45 seconds. So here write the result. Number of seconds for the splash to be here T is equal to T1 plus T2. That meaning T1 is time taken to reach the bond plus time taken by sound to reach the top. Number of seconds for the splash to be heard T is equal to 14.45 seconds. Thank you students.